Pink balloons filled my living room as I prepared for Emma's 10th birthday party. Everything had to be perfect for my little girl's special day. The cake sat, decorated with unicorns and rainbow sprinkles, just like she wanted. Friends and family would arrive soon to celebrate. Emma bounced around the house in her new purple dress, excitement radiating from every step. "Mommy, when will everyone get here?" she asked for the 100th time. Her smile could light up the darkest room. This day meant everything to her. My mother helped arrange the gift table while my sister hung streamers across the doorway. We had worked all morning to transform our home into a birthday wonderland. The dining room sparkled with decorations and carefully placed party favors for each child. The doorbell rang exactly at 2 o'clock. Children poured through the front door with wrapped presents and wide smiles. Parents followed behind, chatting warmly as they found seats around the living room. The house quickly filled with laughter and birthday excitement. Marcus, my ex-husband, arrived 30 minutes late with his usual dramatic entrance. He carried an oversized gift bag and wore that fake smile he reserved for public occasions. Something in his eyes made my stomach twist with familiar dread and anxiety. Emma ran to hug her father, her face glowing with pure joy. "Daddy, you made it!" she squealed, wrapping her small arms around his waist. He hugged her back, but his gaze remained fixed on me with an expression I couldn't quite read. The party games began with musical chairs and pin the tail on the unicorn. Children giggled and cheered while parents captured every moment on their phones. Emma's laughter echoed through the house, making my heart swell with maternal pride and love. We gathered around the dining table as I carried out the birthday cake. 10 candles flickered while everyone sang happy birthday in cheerful unison. Emma closed her eyes tight, making her secret wish before blowing out every single dancing flame. "Time for presents," Emma announced.
"She's not your child,"
Marcus shouted, pointing directly at me with accusation burning in his eyes. "This DNA test proves that Emma is not biologically related to the woman she calls mother." The words hit me like a physical blow. Gasps filled the room as relatives and friends stared at me in complete shock. Some covered their mouths with their hands while others whispered frantically to each other. The birthday celebration transformed into a nightmare in mere seconds. Anna's face crumpled with confusion and fear. "What does that mean, Daddy?" she asked, in a small, trembling voice. Tears began forming in her innocent brown eyes. My heart shattered into a million pieces seeing her distress. I pulled Emma close to my chest, my arms wrapping protectively around her small frame. "Don't listen to him, sweetheart," I whispered, trying to keep my voice steady. My hands shook as I held my daughter tight against me. Marcus opened the envelope with theatrical flair and pulled out official-looking papers. "According to the certified DNA test," he read aloud, "the probability of maternity between Emma and this woman is 0%. His voice dripped with satisfaction. The room erupted in shocked murmurs and whispered conversations. Some guests stood up, preparing to leave this uncomfortable situation. Others stared at me with suspicious eyes, as if seeing me clearly for the first time in years. I always wondered why Emma looked nothing like her, my Aunt Margaret whispered loudly enough for everyone to hear. The timing never seemed right either. Her words stung like salt, poured directly into an open wound. "Maybe she's been lying to us all these years," someone else muttered from the back of the room. The whispers grew louder, spreading through the crowd like wildfire. My reputation crumbled with each passing second of this public humiliation. Emma looked up at me with tear-filled eyes. "Am I really not yours, Mommy?" she asked, in the most heartbreaking voice imaginable. The question felt like a turn with disgust. How could he destroy Emma like this? Guests began leaving quickly, uncomfortable with the tension filling every corner of the room. Parents gathered their children hastily, avoiding eye contact with me. The birthday party dissolved into chaos and embarrassment within minutes. Emma clung to me desperately, her small body shaking with sobs. "I don't understand what's happening," she cried into my shoulder. "Why is everyone leaving?" "Why did Daddy say those things?" Her innocence broke my heart completely. My mother approached Marcus with fury blazing in her elderly eyes. "How dare you destroy this child's birthday?" she snapped. "Whatever problems you have with my daughter, Emma doesn't deserve this public humiliation and cruelty." "The truth had to come out eventually," Marcus replied without any trace of remorse or guilt. "Emma deserves to know her real family." He picked up his gift bag, preparing to leave the destruction he had created behind. Within an hour, our house stood empty except for immediate family members who stayed to help clean up. The birthday decorations looked pathetic now, remnants of celebration turned into symbols of humiliation. Emma sat quietly on the couch. That night, I tucked Emma into bed with extra hugs and gentle kisses. "No matter what anyone says," I told her softly, "you are my daughter forever." She nodded sleepily, but questions still lingered in her innocent eyes. Sleep evaded me completely that night as doubt consumed every rational thought in my mind. Could Marcus be telling the truth? Was it possible that Emma wasn't my biological child? The questions tormented me until dawn broke. I'd given birth to Emma at City General Hospital 10 years ago. The labor lasted 14 hours, and I remembered every painful contraction. How could she not be mine? The memories felt real, but doubt poisoned everything. The next morning, I called Dr. Martinez, who is business days, she informed us. Those 3 days felt like the longest wait of my entire life. Emma returned to school the next day, but whispers followed her through the hallways. Other children had heard about the birthday party disaster from their parents. My poor daughter faced questions and stares from classmates and teachers. "Some kids are saying I'm adopted," Emma told me after school, tears streaming down her cheeks. "They're asking if I know who my real mommy is." The cruelty of children broke my heart into smaller pieces. I held her close and wiped away her tears with gentle fingers. "You are my real daughter," I said firmly. "Some people say mean things when they don't understand the truth." But my own doubts continued growing stronger. Marcus called me that evening with fake concern dripping from his voice. "I hope you're handling this well," he said mockingly. "Emma can come live with me when the truth comes out." His satisfaction made me want to scream. "She's staying right here with me," I replied through gritted teeth, "where she belongs." But fear crept into my heart. What if the official test confirmed his results? What if I lost Emma forever? My lawyer, Jennifer Walsh, reviewed Marcus's DNA test papers with suspicious eyes. "Something seems off about these documents," she said, frowning deeply. "The formatting doesn't match standard laboratory reports I've seen before." Hope flickered in my chest. "Are you saying they might be fake?" I asked, barely daring to breathe. "It's possible," she replied carefully. "We'll know more when your official results come back from LabCorp. Don't give up hope yet." The waiting became unbearable as each hour crawled by slowly. I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep, couldn't focus on anything except those pending results. Emma watched me with worried eyes, sensing my distress despite my attempts to hide it. On Friday afternoon, my phone finally rang. Belonged with me, where she had always been. I drove home faster than the speed limit allowed, eager to share the wonderful news. Emma ran to greet me at the front door, her face anxious with worry. "What did they say, Mommy?" she asked breathlessly. "You are definitely my daughter," I announced, lifting her into my arms and spinning around the living room. "The test proves it beyond any doubt." Emma squealed with happiness, hugging me tightly around my neck. My mother cried tears of relief and joy. "I knew that horrible man was lying," she said, wiping her eyes with tissues. "No one could fake the love between you and Emma. That bond is real and unbreakable." I called Jennifer immediately to share the results. "This confirms my suspicions," she said grimly. "Marcus falsified his DNA test to hurt you and Emma. We need to take legal action immediately for this malicious fraud." Emma's smile returned brighter than ever before. "I knew I was really yours," she said, cuddling against me on the couch. "My heart always told me the truth." Her words melted away weeks of doubt and fear. The next day, Jennifer filed charges against Marcus for fraud and child endangerment. "Falsifying DNA tests is a serious crime," she explained. "He deliberately traumatized Emma and damaged your reputation with fabricated evidence." Justice would finally be served. Marcus was arrested at his apartment the following Tuesday morning. Police found his computer containing evidence of the forged DNA documents. He had used software to create fake laboratory results, hoping to destroy my relationship with Emma. During questioning, Marcus confessed to fabricating the DNA test results out of spite and revenge. He wanted to hurt me and gain custody of Emma through deception. His plan backfired spectacularly when the truth was finally revealed. The local newspaper published a story about the experience. Emma learned that love isn't determined by biology alone, but by dedication, sacrifice, and unconditional commitment. She understood the depth of my maternal love completely. The birthday party disaster became a distant memory as we created new, happier celebrations. Emma's 11th birthday was perfect, surrounded by friends who loved and supported our family. No one questioned our bond ever again. Marcus lost all parental rights due to his criminal behavior and psychological abuse. Emma felt relieved that she wouldn't be forced to visit him anymore. "I don't want to see Daddy," she said bravely. "He hurt us too much." I framed the real DNA test results and hung them in Emma's bedroom. "This proves you're mine forever," I told her. She smiled proudly whenever she looked at the official document confirming our unbreakable biological connection. Years later, Emma still remembers that terrible birthday as a turning point in her life. "That's when I learned how much you really love me," she says. "You fought for me when everyone doubted us both." Our story spread through social media, inspiring other mothers facing similar challenges. Women wrote to thank me for proving that maternal love conquers all obstacles. Emma and I had become symbols of resilient family bonds. Emma grew into a confident, happy teenager who never doubted her place in our family again. She learned to recognize manipulation and lies from that early experience. The trauma transformed into wisdom and strength over time. I remarried a wonderful man who loves Emma as his own daughter. He adopted her legally when she turned 16, giving her the stable father figure she deserved. Our family healed completely from Marcus's cruelty. Emma plans to study law in college, inspired by our legal battle against her biological father. "I want to help other families fight against liars," she says determinedly. "Justice matters more than anything else." Shared survival. She knows I would fight any battle to protect her. Our relationship grew deeper through adversity and emerged victorious against deception. The real DNA test hangs in our hallway as a reminder of truth's power. Visitors often ask about the framed document, and we proudly share our story. Emma explains how science proved what our hearts already knew. Marcus remains estranged from Emma by his own choices and criminal behavior. She has no interest in rebuilding a relationship with someone who deliberately traumatized her. Some wounds cannot be healed through time or forgiveness. Emma's confidence inspires other children dealing with family drama and parental manipulation. She speaks at support groups, sharing her experience and strength. Her courage helps younger children facing similar situations with abusive parents. Our family traditions now include celebrating Truth Day every year on the anniversary of receiving the real DNA results. We bake a cake and remember how justice prevailed over deception. Anna loves this special family holiday. The legal settlement for Marcus's fraud paid for Emma's college education fund completely. His cruelty inadvertently secured her future financial stability. Justice took an ironic turn that benefited his victim while punishing his criminal behavior. I learned that a mother's love can survive any attack or false accusation. Emma discovered that truth always emerges despite temporary confusion and pain. Our bond proved stronger than any lie or manipulation attempt. Years of therapy helped Emma process the trauma of that birthday party completely. She no longer has nightmares about losing me or questions about her identity. Professional help guided our healing journey with patience and understanding. The birthday party guests who believed Marcus's lies later apologized sincerely for their hasty judgments. "We should have trusted you," my Aunt Margaret admitted. A mother's love was obvious to anyone paying attention. Emma's relationship with extended family improved after the true young woman with dreams, goals, and unlimited potential ahead. The birthday party disaster became ancient history, replaced by countless happy memories. Our future together stretches bright and promising before us. Sometimes challenges that seem devastating actually strengthen families beyond their original bonds. Marcus's cruelty backfired completely, making Emma and me closer than ever before. What he meant for destruction became our source of unshakable unity. Emma's story continues inspiring mothers everywhere who face false accusations and family manipulation. We receive letters from women thanking us for proving that truth always wins. Our experience gives others hope during their darkest moments. The falsified DNA test incident remains a defining moment in Emma's young life. She learned about justice, truth, and the power of maternal love. Those lessons shaped her character and moral foundation for the future. Our family emerged victorious from Marcus's attack, stronger, closer, and more grateful than ever before. Emma knows she belongs with me completely. No lie or manipulation can ever threaten our unbreakable mother-daughter bond again. The real DNA test proved what we both knew in our hearts already. Emma is my daughter in every possible way that matters. Biology, love, and destiny combined to create our perfect family connection that transcends all challenges. Justice prevailed when Marcus faced consequences for his deliberate cruelty and fraud. Emma witnessed that bad actions have real consequences, while good people receive protection. Her faith in fairness and truth was restored completely. Emma's 10th birthday party disaster became the foundation for countless happy celebrations afterward. We learned to appreciate joy more deeply after surviving manufactured trauma intact. Love conquered fear. Truth defeated lies. And family endured beyond all challenges.